Any angler will tell you, your location dictates your catch. Fish are very regional, and in some locales, there are only specific species. It takes time to find a spot and a technique to capture your prize. Captain Steve Forsberg and his son Steve Jr. carry on a tradition that's 4 generations old, of captain to captain.
Morning, Dave.
Good morning, Captain Steve. How are you?
Very good. How are you? A little chilly.
A little chilly. Brisk morning here.
Welcome to Montauk. This is wintertime fishing at its best.
And this is the Viking 5-star?
This is the Viking 5-star.
This is the big boy?
65 foot.
And what we're going out to catch today?
We're going to catch some cod. There's a big snowstorm coming, so hopefully they're going to bite. All clear, Steve.
All right, New York City. Let's go get you some dinner. The seas are rough. The wind is ridiculous. Whatever I catch, I'm going to eat. So this time of year, it's just codfish, or is other kind of stuff?
Pretty much just cod. It's recreational sea bass season is close. This temperature is what you get this time of year. That's what they do to get through your catch.
Woo!
My dad had me out when I was probably 4 or 5 years old, which is I was born all my life, 53 years.
How's the difference, time change, last 20 years, 30 years?
Quite a bit. Fishing's a lot slower. Back in the day, you didn't have to go far. A trip would be, you leave at 6 in the morning and you're home by 3 in the afternoon. It was a regular fishing trip.
Was regulations helping that? No comment.
Regulations work, absolutely. As much as the fishermen don't like it,
it works.
They work. They help bring us back.
Who's driving the boat right now?
My son. He got his captain's license when he was 18. He wasn't even allowed to run the boat until he was 19.
And was your father a captain?
Oh yeah,
So
and my grandfather.
And so your son is now 4 generations
Four
captain.
generations.
My dad used to have me take watch. You know, I was 10, 12 years old. Let me sit in the chair, drive the boat around, and get a feel for it. It's just been in the family so long, it was like, I don't have much of an option.
So what do you think? You concerned the next 15, 20 years of fishing industry?
Not gonna be allowed to do anything. Not gonna be allowed to catch any.
Regulations are tough.
Yeah.
That's very
It's tough, and they keep getting tougher. It's easier for, other countries with less regulations just be shipping stuff in.
Right.
It's gonna turn to imports.
So is fishing, like we're doing here, single rod, is this a dying art or is this still around?
It's still around. It's just fishing in general is a dying industry with the regulations and everything else. It's not a matter of what you can catch, it's when you can catch it, when you're allowed to go.
I think we're about 2 miles out, a good hour-and-a-half run. The floor, everything below is 125 feet to the bottom. About to anchor and catch some cod.
He's just checking our drift right now, seeing which way we're gonna drift.
There we go. What's the coldest you guys have been out here before?
I mean, we've had plenty of days where it's breezing. The spray from the water will freeze before it hits the boat.
Intense. They go for the worm, they go for the clam.
They go for the scent of the clam, but this is kind of a teaser.
Thumb down, and let it go.
Just nice and lightly. You'll know when you get a bite.
So how many days a week do you guys come out?
Every day that the weather lets us, we're out here.
What's the advantage of being where we are?
It's just a big area, hard bottom. There's a lot of structure, rocks. A structure holds the bait. Bait's always looking for a place to hide, so where there's bait, there's predators.
Makes sense.
Lines up. Bring them up. Yeah. See if we can find some fish.
We're gonna move. So for myself and normal people, when we go to the supermarket, we see a fish on ice. What do you see?
What it took to get that fish there. Every day that these fishermen go out, they're putting their lives at risk. You have to fight conditions, you have to fight, the regulations that we talked about earlier. Nothing is certain. I know a lot of fishermen joke around that I'm not just a fisherman, I'm a carpenter, I'm an electrician, I'm a diesel mechanic. I'm a jack of all trades, because when you're out on the sea and things go wrong on your boat, you need to be able to help yourself. And I don't think a lot of people think about that when they're actually purchasing that fish. think you're getting a bite.
Yes.
You got a fish on. You hold the tip up and just keep reeling nice and steady. Codfish have a tendency to roll around. You just want to put nice steady pressure on the fish.
There it is.
There it is. There's a fish. You got him?
Yeah, I got
Swinging him
one.
up. Okay, walk backwards.
Got one.
There you go. You got a codfish. Regulation size for codfish this year is 22 inches. This fish is about 24 and a half inches.
So it's a keeper?
Perfect. That's a keeper cod.
There it is, Montauk's finest.
Fisherman is never going to get rich. You're never going to see a rich fisherman. You're going to see someone that's struggling to get by. And that's all we do here is to just get by. And life is what it is.
If you like that episode and you want to see more, click here. Sake has been, I would say, misinterpreted for so long.
Everyone understands that wine improves the dining experience, but I think that people still think that you're having sake with sushi or Japanese food because it's something that you do sake bombs with.